Hello everybody, welcome back to BeamNG Drive. So, I've got something very special for you. I've basically built the best drifting car in BeamNG. So before we start, as always with these build videos, the config file for the car is in the description down below, so that if for some weird reason you guys want to try it, it's always available. So back to the machine. Simply by looking at it, there's something that jumps straight to your mind. There isn't any passenger seat. Nah, just kidding. There's no f***ing rear wheels. So this decision of removing the rear wheels seems like kind of a weird one at the beginning, but let me explain. So I've done this to eliminate any form of traction at the rear, and the result is the car slides like if it were on ice. It's basically like driving a shopping cart. I know you've all been there in your childhood, or maybe even now. Your mum gives you your shopping cart and you just start drifting it around the aisles, and then eventually you crashed into somebody's legs. Yeah, we've all had that moment. Anyways, as you may also see, I've kept the rear suspension, so this is to make the car somewhat more controllable, and it also gives it the ability to squat down. Another great thing of this car is that it's very f***ing resistant. You'll see later when I start crashing like a moron as I usually do, you can actually keep going without resetting the car for quite a few crashes. And finally, as you can clearly see, the car is based on the beloved Chariot tog rack. Anyways, enough talking, I'm already tired, let's turn it on. So this car sounds insane. I've used Chariot's 4-cylinder, and I don't know what I did with it, maybe I'll remove the exhaust. But anyways, it sounds so fucking good. And by looking at the front, you can hear the turbocharger, but listen when I change the camera to look at the rear. Sounds so fucking great. Anyways, enough talking, I already said this, let's start driving. So I'm gonna put it in reverse, and this car is basically unusable in reverse, but it can go backwards. Oh yeah, you're gonna be seeing a lot of sparks, so yeah, get used to it. I'm gonna do a couple of drifts around the parking lot. And yeah, this is incredible. Oh shit. Yep. The first crash of many. Curious, does it still drive? Yes, it does. See, this is the thing I love about this car. It's basically indestructible, which is great considering that you have no grip. So, driving this car on a straight piece of road is the most terrifying thing I've ever done. And as you can see, I've ended up 20 meters from the road. Yeah, you gotta get used to it. I still have to get used to it, and I've been using this car for the last week. So some of you guys might be asking yourselves, how the f*** I come up with these ideas? And basically, the whole process is, I open up BeamNG, I'm bored as f***, I try making a decent car, I fail, so I start removing parts. But my aim has always been so f***ing bad, and most of the time I click on something that I don't want to remove. In this case, the rear wheels. So I said, f*** it, does it drive? And it did, and it was incredible. And yeah, fast forward 20 minutes, and I had this. There's a lesson to be learned here. I'm still not wise enough to know it, but there's definitely something to learn here. Anyways, back to the driving. So I want to go onto some twisty roads now to really push this thing sideways. And nice 180 there. Oh, actually it was a 360. Oh shit. Look at them skills. So you can really get some extreme angles with this car. And I want to try to actually learn how to drive this properly. So I might be doing, I don't know, a montage, a drift montage in the future with this vehicle. And that will probably result insane. So yeah, braking is an issue, clearly. but you can kind of control it when you're slowing down, so not that big of a deal. Nice gentle wall tap. Oh shit. So I haven't mentioned this yet, but this car has a crazy ability that I'll be showing you later on in the video. But yeah, this thing is, I mean, so quirky. Yeah, I'm not getting up. So you gotta really play with the throttle, something that I have never learned to do. But if you try, you can get some pretty great results. I mean, this thing is just breathtaking. I don't understand how, I mean, all these pro drifters don't use two-wheel setups like this one. I mean, Ken Block still drives his unicorn. Dude, you should be driving this two-wheel Chariot. Anyways, there's something that I haven't mentioned yet. The fact that it's f***ing terrifying to drive in first person. And more than terrifying, it's impossible. That was a great stop. So now that I've found an open area, I'm gonna show you the car's special ability. So, which is not randomly turning off, but it's making you puke. I was off axis. This is basically a death trap, as all of my cars are. As you can see, the camera has detached from the center point of the car, which is never good, and it will probably never recover. So this is permanent damage to the camera. As you can see, the camera isn't aligned anymore with the center of the car. I mean, with the center of the steering wheel. So this shows you how much G-force the pilot would have been subject to. We've also traveled like 30 meters, which is not great. Now I'm actually interested in seeing how much G-force this car can generate. So here in the center I have the G-force meter, as you can see. No G-forces now because we're not moving. But as I accelerate, we should see some pretty rad results. So I'm going to place myself here. Hopefully it doesn't, wander off like it did earlier. Anyways, let's go. So currently we're sitting at 4 Gs, 5 Gs, which isn't that much, 6 Gs, okay. 7 Gs, but that's only on the x-axis. So yeah, that was a lot of Gs, don't know how many, but you'd probably be dead. I also wonder how much this thing actually weighs. I've never weighed it, so I think it sits around 1,000 kilos, but I'm not too sure. We'll see now how precise I am. So I've spawned the weight pad, and obviously it's clipping through a wall, but the real challenge is getting it on there. So I'm gonna try my best. All right. This thing is actually slippery. I can't actually get it fully on there. This is depressing. I'm gonna try going a bit faster. Okay. I was actually pretty close. I'm actually impressed with myself. Okay, so enough with this nonsense. Sorry for boring the f*** out of your souls, guys. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Of course I know it. Actually, I'm gonna let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Oh, shit. Yeah, whenever you want. Does it still drive though? Let's see if I can actually survive for more than a minute in cockpit view. Can't see where I'm going. Oh shit. This is impossible. I feel lost. That was a 720 right there. What the f am I saying? It was a 360. You stupid f. So now it's time to go downhill. This will probably perform even worse going down, since it has no braking abilities. I might survive this. I actually have survived this. Incredible. Ooh. Oh shit. Still alive though. Starting to smoke for some reason. Great. Ah, finally in the open fields, no obstacles, no f***ing guardrails, finally a bit of freedom. Back on the road. Adjusting my headphones right now. F*** my ears, so f***ing hot. Oh. Oh, another thing guys, now my ears aren't used. Oh shit. As I was saying, guys, make sure to join my Discord server. We've got 39 members currently, I think. But anyways, Discord server is a pretty fun place to interact. You can chat with me and other subscribers of this channel, and usually I give some sneak peeks to some upcoming projects, and yeah, it's a cool place. So if you're into that thing, the link is, as always, in the video's description. Also, I've just finished reading the comments in the automation video, and you guys have some serious problems. So I'm gonna rant about this in the actual automation video, but I asked you guys to, list some parts. You just went f***ing insane and started requesting full builds. And I was like, how do I handle this? So I'm still gonna try to, grab some bits and pieces from all of the builds you suggested, but fuck. Anyways, main rant is over. Thanks for the comments. I mean, the support still has been pretty incredible, and I'm really glad that you guys are so involved. Also guys, I want to see how you can drive this car, so I don't know, make a YouTube video about it, or just send it on my Discord server. I'm really curious to see if it's just me that can't drive this thing, or if it's just impossible to drive. Anyways guys, since now school is nearly over and I'll be having much more free time, also since we're still locked in our houses for most of the time, I'll try to learn how to drive this thing properly, and hopefully I'll be able to make a sick drifting montage to put all of your drift cars to shame. Anyways guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to slap that like button, and also make sure to drive this car and show me how good or bad you are at it. I'm really curious. Anyways, hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, I guess I'll see you soon.